Hello, from wherever you're watching me, this is Straight Talk with Kenstar. Today we're talking about Uganda, we're talking about Ghana, we're talking about Nigeria, and we're talking about Gambia. So we'll be fast a bit. The first thing I want to say is that African leaders chase shadows. The more they become less popular, the more shadow they chase. Uganda has banned oral sex. The president has made a pronouncement. I know in those countries, the pronouncement of the president is the law. So the president has pronounced a ban on oral sex. So we are waiting for how they will implement that policy. The moment they implement to let you know, maybe they're going to fix camera in bedrooms for them to know when couples have oral sex. We'll let you know. Thank you. Like about Gambia, we're looking at Hussein Dabo and his party that has now taken a different position on the coalition agreement. Hussein Dabo said that he stand by the constitution. His party, through Almami Tal, the PRO, said that they stand by the coalition agreement. Hussein Dabo is a constitutional lawyer. He said that he will defend the constitution. He will personally go to court and defend that position that the president must spend 5 years. So we are waiting for him to challenge his party at the court. And look, people are speculating. He said it because at that time it favors him, because he was the foreign minister, because he was the vice president. No, I don't want to believe that. I believe that he say that because he's a man of integrity, a man that stands by his word, a man that will defend his word anyway. And that's why I believe that he will not change position because of the fact that he has been removed as the vice president. He will not, Hussein Dabo will not change his position. I trust him. I believe he will not change his position. He will fight for the constitution of the Gambia. So we are waiting. And if he changes his position, we come here and say it. But right now, we believe that he will not change his position. He will stand by the constitution and defend the constitution. Ghana is really making progress. Ghana has come with a lot of policy to industrialize their country. They are doing a lot of things because Ghana said that they want to move the economy from tax-based economy, because most of West African economy countries, the economy is based on is tax-based. So Ghana said that they want to move from that tax-based and industrialize their country so that they will get most of their revenue from industries. And they are doing a lot in that direction. The first thing Ghana, look at what they are doing. Like right now, Ghana has removed all the import duties on raw material, all the import duties on spare parts and industrial equipment that is needed to build industries in Ghana in order to attract industries to come to Ghana. You see, right now, almost all the industries in Nigeria have moved to Ghana. You see, Ghana created 206 industrial districts, and for the past 2 years, the government have been building infrastructure in those districts to attract those industries to come to the interior of Ghana. And the more interior you move your industry to in Ghana, the more incentive you are. There are tax holidays and the rest of that to encourage industries to come to Ghana. You see, Ghana have also removed like the excise duties on locally produced goods. The sales tax, the VAT on locally produced goods, most of it is being removed in Ghana to make locally produced goods very cheap. And this will now boost demand. And when there's an increase in demand, there's going to be an increase in production. When there's an increase in production, the companies will produce more and employ more people. The government will come back and get more tax when workers work and get a salary through pay as you earn. When industries make more profit, they're going to pay more tax to the government. You see, like, they are not losing revenue. They are still making money from tax. But the money they're making from tax now is to boost their economy. Ghana has also removed the value tax on air tickets. Tickets to Ghana is very cheap. When you look at the finance ministry website, they say they want to make Ghana the tourism hub of West Africa, and they're gradually achieving it because tickets to Ghana now is very cheap. Like some people go to Nigeria and they prefer to fly to Ghana, from Ghana take bus to Nigeria because it's cheaper that way. So you see, like now gradually the country is becoming the tourism base of West Africa. They say they're still moving to Africa. That is Ghana for you. So like look at the counter policy that Nigeria is implementing. Because Nigeria want to curb this, the government also come with their own policy. And what they did is that Nigeria now increased the VAT on imported goods. You know, our agriculture minister, the last time said that we do import pizza from UK. Look at that. Nigerians, you import pizza from UK. And that is why the government has now increased the import duty on imported goods to discourage importation or to make imported goods expensive. See, one of the economic reasons why government do that is to make imported goods expensive so that consumers will now buy the locally produced goods, which will now be cheaper. But mind you, this policy is being carried out in a country that the production base now is almost zero. What do we produce in Nigeria now? So in essence, the consumers will still be forced to buy the imported goods at an expensive price. And this, they say they just increased the minimum wage to 30,000. So now people will now use the increase in their wages to buy more expensive goods. That's the policy we said we put in place in Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Who told you? You are not even the giant of West Africa. You are not even the dwarf of West Africa anymore. You see, that's the problem of Nigeria. So once we are locked up in that countries, then we now say we are the giant of Africa. It's just like when we are young and Michael Jackson will say, I'm going on world tour. If you go to some state in US, visit Europe, maybe visit Thailand or Taiwan, they will say that's his world tour. Now I know that Africa was never part of the world, or it's never part of the world. They will say Michael Jackson world tour. The same thing with Nigeria. Once we are locked up in that country, we say this is the world. We are giant of Africa. You are not giant of Africa. Come out. You are not giant of Africa. You are not even giant of anywhere. When Ghana start asking you to get visa to come to their country, then you will know that you are not giant of Africa. That's what we have in Nigeria now. Now I will still go back to the Gambia again. You know, I like Gambia. That's my place. I love Gambia. So I will still go back to the Gambia again. And now, you see, like, we have been busy talking about the TRRC. I don't have anything against the TRRC. I don't have anything against anybody in the TRRC. I don't have any problem with, I don't even know anyone in TRRC. The only person I know in TRRC, maybe the executive secretary, I don't know him. I don't even know him directly. I know him remotely through his kids. I don't know him at all. I've never met him, but I know his kids. So I don't know anybody in TRRC, please. So I'm not against whatever they are against their personality. I'm just against what they are doing in trying to get the truth. I've been reading some books about this truth and the rest, especially on Rwanda. And said things are not being done the right way. Let's just leave that for now. Maybe next time we discuss. But what I want to do is that another commission has come up in the Gambia again now. The CRC, the Constitution Review Commission. We have a lot of commission there now. That's one easy way to make money. What baffles me about the CRC is that before they start at all, we are on them now. Because the first step they take is very bad. All they're about to take is very bad. Because in my place, they say, if you give back to a child, you know immediately if it's going to be successful or not. Look at what they did, though. They said that they want Gambians living abroad to contribute to the debate on this constitution. That is very fine. Citizens abroad should also participate. We want that. But when they say the commission will now travel around the world to meet Gambia citizens, I say, what? In this era of advanced technology, you mean people cannot communicate with the commission in Gambia from wherever they are living in the world? We have been watching this TRRC. Witnesses have been testifying from US, from Europe, from different parts of the world. Oh, sorry. I did not hear it very well. Then let me just leave it for now. Maybe I did not get information very well. I believe that sometimes the information is not right. For you to say that you have to travel to a different part of the world to meet Gambians. Is it because... No, Lami, please don't tell me, don't whisper that, don't tell me that, Lami. What are you saying, Lami? That is because of Padem. Which Padem? Those people there, they are men of integrity. Do you think that those people, you think that they want to serve on that commission because of Padem? Is that what you think? You think it's Padem that is pushing them to be member of the... Do you know what those people did, what they left behind to sit on that commission? Like, I don't want this rubbish. Don't tell me that, please, Lami. You say that it's because of Padem. Sorry, let me just trying to whisper some stupid things to my ear. He say that you people, you make that proposal, or that thing is there because you want to travel all over the world and be getting this per diem. But you see, I'm busy here defending you guys that is not true. That can never be true. It is even a rumor. And I don't want to discuss rumor on this platform. It is a rumor. It is not true. It is not true. Thank you. I know it's not true. Yes, this is Straight Talk with Kenstar. We'll come your way again tomorrow, and we'll come up with more interesting topic as time goes on. I've been reading the comments. I've been reading the comments. I've been reading the criticism. Like, I believe that nobody's perfect. I've been looking at your different comments coming in, and I've been looking at the correction, and we keep on developing it until we get there. So thank you very much for the comments. Thank you for those that are taking the time to watch the video. I know it's not easy in some part of the world to really get the data to watch those videos and the rest like that. But I thought that when we have some equipment, we start editing the video and see how far we can limit the time. Thank you very much. Right now, we take it out.